Do you want to do a countdown?
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, we rolling? You rolling, boy?
Yeah.
Alrighty, pals. How's it? Who's starting? You want to start?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Procreate Podcast. I'm Tate.
And I'm Brock.
And today we're gonna talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you may have noticed, I'm not sure if you are aware or if you've been here before, but our setups are a little different.
We're not on some dumb gray couch.
Yes.
We're instead in two dumb black chairs.
Yes. We are currently at our desks. We kind of revamped the area and we felt like, you know what? Let's shove this scenery down our viewers' throats.
Also, this is oddly more comfortable. Like I don't
Way
feel like
more
I'm
comfortable.
sprawled out on a couch like a little hobo boy.
I think one of the main problems was the whole dog situation.
Dogs are so annoying. Now you can like kick them and you guys won't be able to see it.
That's
and,
true.
They can,
Tits up. We're working tits up.
We're working tits up
here
on this thing right now.
for you guys.
Yeah.
So, Tate, how was your week with your content creation?
My week is great.
Or
I finally month, I guess. Yeah, it was more than a month. Yeah, thanks, Janice. For me, I finally released a video. It took me a hot minute, but it's about The Last of Us 2. And if you guys haven't checked it out, please go check it out. It's on my channel called Tate.Kapitza because that's my name.
I feel like every time you say Last of Us 2, you turn into some
Last
fucking
of Us 2.
New York.
Last of Us 2,
like, hey, what you down at the pizzeria watching
you know what's funny?
Last
like
of Us 2?
I was I was making jokes whenever we were still in school. Well, I was still in school because
I'm old as fuck.
Yeah, you're old as fuck, and you really should get a lot. What?
Anyway, no, it's fine.
But no. So back whenever I was in school, we were doing theater. I kind of had a little bit of an accent, and I don't really know why. I think it's because I just hang out with so many people from different places.
To be so different.
I just wanted to be so different. I want to be one of those quirky little bitches. But no, I have an accent. But no, I think I hang out with a lot of people from New York and stuff like that. I literally have some of my closer friends are from New York.
Do they have that thick accent?
It's
you burn them at the stake.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But no. And also, I watch a lot of YouTubers with New York accents, and that's basically what I grew up on. So I basically just kind of adopted it. And someone literally asked me, she's like, where are you from? And I'm like, Kansas. And they're like, you sound like you're from New York. And I'm like, I don't know, I just picked up the accent.
And hot I am.
Yeah. And also, it's just fun to, I don't know, I feel like if you talk the same all the time, it gets boring.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? I don't know, just goofy shit. I don't know.
That's not cool at all.
But I think
so. You finally put out the video Last of Us 2.
I had some heavy editing. I used a green screen. Shit was so much fun. I've never done something like that before.
What was the most challenging part of the video, you think?
Most challenging part of the video was probably just making sure clips lined up, because I would say things in an order and I wanted the clips to show up in a certain order. And there were times where it was just a little out of sync, and if I cut one clip too short and another one a little long, then I had to reline the whole thing back up.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Yeah, whenever I find I'm editing, I'm like, I'll see something visibly wrong towards the beginning, when I'm rewatching it for the 900th time.
Yeah.
And I'm almost like, will anybody else notice it? Because if not, I have to move that part over.
Yeah.
And then slowly move everything else over, or use the select all feature. But a lot of the times it selects everything, and it's some stuff you don't want to move. It was just I don't think anybody else will notice. I'm leaving that shit.
Okay, so you mentioned watching it 900 times. That's another thing with editing, is that people I'll tell people, I've spent 4 days straight editing.
Yeah.
And they're like, that should take way shorter. I'm like, no, really, it's this is taking me that long because you have to. What I do, this is my personal process. I edit, and I edit a scene the way I want to. I rewatch it. Tweak it, rewatch it, and then I rewatch it again with the clip before it to see how it flows, and then I do the same thing, so on and so forth. So I'm rewatching the clip 800 times. Sometimes whenever I start editing for that day, I'll rewatch the whole video again, from its entirety, and it's strenuous. But what's weird is that I got so tired of hearing myself say the same horse shit that whenever I uploaded the video, it's this weird feeling. I heard myself say this shit a million times to the point where I got sick and tired of it. I got tired of hearing myself saying, the amazing gameplay, magnifico, so good. I hated that so much But when I watched it after I uploaded it,
Yeah.
it was like I never saw it before.
Nice.
I got this weird, like I watched it like 5 times after that.
Yeah.
So most of the views on the video are probably mine, but
Just
just
yeah.
me rewatching it.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
know.
so weird.
I definitely do a very similar thing where like I'm trying really hard to get ahead of editing and putting out maybe 2 videos at the same time.
Yeah.
One on private and one out on like a public video, so that I can watch the other one, so that I could do that without feeling like, I don't know. There's something about leaving it for a little while and then going and rewatching it that, like, when you're doing everything the day of or the day before, you don't get that opportunity. And like, I feel like you miss out on a lot of jokes and stuff. And, and I definitely want my future content to be a little more like fun. But currently it's more of like,
look how cool this shot was, guys. Look out, this transition.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I think it'll really help with that whole letting it sit, seeing how it sounds later. And then some things change in a lot of content or in the world, basically. Like,
there's a lot of times where I'll make a joke in a video, but I spent so long editing that like the topical joke that was in that is now not topical.
Yeah.
So I just have to take it out of the video.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
So you also had technical difficulties.
Oh, 100%. That shit was bonkers. So I'm very paranoid when it comes to editing. So I will edit for the day and I'll leave my computer on sleep mode. So it's basically still using power, but it's not closed. Because I've had an issue in the past where I closed the application before I closed Premiere Pro. And the next day I came back to it. It didn't save properly. So I had to restart from basically scratch.
Nightmare.
And that was for the Hot Ones video. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out as well. And that was like the first time I really got into editing. And so having to do all that shit again, while it was faster, I was way bored with it. And I love editing and I shouldn't be bored with it. So yeah, that was a nightmare. And so this time I didn't do that. And almost the same thing happened again. I checked, I looked, because I closed it on accident. And I looked, and sure enough, hidden in some deep fucking file in like the crevice of my computer, there was an autosave, fully fisted to the shoulders fisting. There was a folder on my computer of autosaves, and it autosaved it, and there was only like a minute I didn't edit on that, so I was like, fuck, whatever.
That's good.
So yeah, that was a nightmare. I also, my graphics card fried, so I couldn't use my computer for like 3 days.
What a nightmare.
That shit was insane. And then like I do have a way better graphics card now. Shout out to this dickhead who set me up with that. That was dope as fuck.
Definitely.
And big props to you, because I probably wouldn't have finished the video. It did get to a point where I was like, I feel like the world's telling me not to upload this video. And then I did, and I'm happy with what I came out with.
It was really good.
Thank you.
I'm extremely biased because I want to see you fail and eat shit every day.
Eat shit and die.
And I still have to say it was a very good, very well edited video. So despite all my attempts to burn your GPU and set your computer on fire, it didn't work.
I thought so that was you
any advice to people who are like creating, like, if there are people out there that are paranoid with their stuff and they're like working on these really big projects, what do you think you would give them as advice? Like, just
don't be paranoid. If something fucks up, it's probably for the best, because there have been a lot of times where I fucked up, and if I didn't start again, I would have been like, oh, I completely didn't notice that, or I could have done something different there that was way better. And I don't know. I see everything as an opportunity. I feel like if something fucks up or it doesn't work or it's annoying, then just like see it as an opportunity to do something different with it. Learn something from it. Maybe create a separate, like I have a file for videos in progress and I have a file for finished videos. So
that's really good.
Now I, like, if I know for a fact it's going to be in that videos in progress section and it won't be anywhere else. So I don't know. But then again, YouTube and just content creation, because we're those now. It's very different depending on who you are. For me, my work ethic's very different. Like it's basically I treat it like a job. Like I have to get a certain amount of minutes done a day, and I'll be happy. Sometimes it does feel tedious, and the moment it feels tedious, I stop. No matter how many minutes I said I was going to do that day. I can try to pick it up later, but most likely I'm not in the best mindset to edit. and I like to be in a good mindset. So
yeah, it's like a lot like what I expect writing a book is. Once you hit the writer's block, there's no point in just
like trying to power
writing
through
nonsense.
it.
On the paper. So
yeah. So how's editing your video going? Sorry for cutting you off.
So
there,
I got to so a couple of days ago I just got the itch to edit, and so I threw together a video on Siege, and I was still feeling good. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can crank out another video, and so I did, and I kind of like the way that feels. Like when you get that itch, just create as much as possible, and then I made like 50 TikToks, and also those posts will go on Instagram and stuff. So I just got the itch, and I was like, you know what? Let's see how much I can get done today before I wake up tomorrow and hate doing this. So no, I don't hate it. It's really quite fun. And if you don't enjoy some of it or most of it, you shouldn't do it. But it was really nice to just know that I have 2 videos in the bag. Like I can wait, or if like something else comes up that I want to record, I have no problem waiting to record or release the Siege video until I get like I'm out of stuff to do, or I don't have the content, or God forbid like my GPU breaks or something where I'm out of commission for a while, you know what I mean? So it gives you it's almost like having a savings account, you know what I mean? Like I have something that I can, and it's already on my YouTube. If my computer blows up tomorrow, I won't lose it. I just switch it from public or private to public, and like that's super dope. And so I trying that, and then I also am working on this commentary video because I've gotten
you want to steal my shit. No, it's fine. I get it.
Steal?
Yeah, because I mean I know what I did is kind of but I feel like you're doing it because like I did it, and so like I just don't.
So I am going to work on this commentary video because good old Jacob, my buddy, he asked me a few questions I didn't really know the answers to, so I was like, you know what, let me see if I can make a video out of this. I want to see how commentary videos go. I don't know how I feel about it right now. I just kind of ran through it and tried to get it to do what I wanted it to do, and then we'll kind of dive into editing this week. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure the topic won't be topical once I get done editing, but I just want to do it to see if I could do it. I saw your video. I really liked it, and it gives you that ability to work on this kind of dynamic where you're just talking and you feel more comfortable talking. I've always loved talking, so I want to make sure that I can increase my abilities to just have a discussion with people, and I think that type of video would really help getting comfortable with that.
And in all honesty, like recording and just kind of talking to a camera, at first it feels weird. Like if you go to my video, which you should go to my video,
stop this video, go there, come back,
bio anyway. But no,
link
I think you
bio,
can.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, merch link in bio. It's a Jake Paul joke. Because because like everyone makes fun of him for saying.
Go ahead, continue.
Anyway, but no, I think you can visibly see me throughout the video go from like, oh, I'm very uncomfortable talking to a camera, especially like the first 5 minutes, but as the video goes on, I definitely find my footing, and it comes off natural. Like right now I'm very like, it's nonchalant, like, I don't care, and that's why I'm really excited for this next video that I've written the script for. So that's in the woodwork, and it's gonna be pretty different.
You should. When are you planning on recording that? Because I think we just got in all the
equipment we need. I want to test the equipment, see how it goes, and I plan on recording tomorrow. Hopefully. So whenever no one's around, I'll be able to record and just kind of fuck around with it.
You should drug the dogs first.
What?
Huh?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But and what also, like, this is kind of like, I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but what I like about the content that I've been making is I feel like every video I put out is different from the last one in a certain way. Like this new video, I'm going to use a lot of visual transitions and stuff, not to spoil it or anything. But it's very spoiled. And I don't know, I want it to be a little bit different from the Last of Us 2 video, because I think there's a better dynamic there that I could work with the shit bit. That's a spoiler. I haven't seen Last of Us 2 video, but you should watch the Last of Us 2 video.
Definitely.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited for it, and I'm glad I'm kind of just doing whatever I think looks cool.
Yeah.
Because now it's the best time to figure it out, and
100%. Yeah.
I'm just kind of glad no two videos feel the same.
Yeah.
And I want that to kind of be my thing. Is that like people see this video and they're like, oh, that one's good, and they see this video and it's like, oh, it's like that video but different. So it's still good, but it's just different.
And it'll really help with diving into like, oh, what are you passionate about? And like, just because you're passionate about this thing now doesn't mean like trying all these other things is like you're cheating on this content.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, get around, see how it feels, because even if you are doing like commentary videos and then you decide to do like a let's play video, like there's aspects of the let's play video that can help you grow as a commentary video or a commentary channel later on.
Yeah.
So like, maybe you aren't that good at going through the movie or whatever you're commenting on while you're watching it previously. You get what I'm saying? Like, anything can help you learn new skills to continue. So I definitely think that if you're willing to try all these other things, you should definitely try them all.
Yeah.
I mean, catch them all, try them all.
Catch them all. Pokemon, I catch them all. Cause I'm glad you said that, because I have a
What is that?
It's Growlithe. He's my favorite Pokemon.
Why?
Because he's like a dog thing Pokemon, and I've had dogs.
Pokemon?
Dog. Does that look like a fucking duck to you?
That's what I was confused about.
Does that look like a duck to you?
Kinda.
No,
a little
it does
bit.
not. It
like
looks
a duck that ran into a wall.
That's just a dog. It's just a dog with wings. No, but yeah, he's very adorable, and he's always been my favorite, and I'm honestly not sure why.
Has he even been like a major Pokemon in like
in the show? He evolved. He evolved into Ash had him. He evolved into Arcanine, and he rode him like a stallion. He's not a stallion. He's a dog. Sorry, they couldn't see that, so don't make it interactive.
Okay.
But no. But yeah. Okay. So anyway, Pokemon's cool. Sure. But yeah, so what are you doing anything different with these new videos, or are you kind of sticking to the same format there, Bucko?
So I don't want to spoil, like you said, on the commentary video, but I did I'm gonna do kind of not like super similar to what you did with the green screen, but almost exactly what you did with the green screen.
Yeah.
And so that's interesting, because while you learned all that stuff while you were making that video, I've never done anything really with the green screen other than my transitions. Yeah. So it'll be really interesting to learn that stuff. I'm super excited. It's cool. Honestly, I think it'll come in handy a lot, especially if like working into videos in the future with like Siege and stuff like that, where I could do transitions where like I can move things around them. You know what I mean? Like it'll be really quite interesting to do that green kind of stuff.
So cool. Like I'm so glad we got a green screen, because I've always wanted to use it, but I never knew how, and I always thought it was gonna be super complicated. But then when I realized it wasn't complicated at all, I was like, dude, this is awesome. Yeah. And so now I want to use it like every video.
I know. I know. I'm super excited about that sweater.
It's like a crack addiction. Yeah. I hate to really green screen.
Suck somebody's dick to use a green screen.
Dick for a green screen.
Yeah.
It's like, forget about begging for crack on the streets. It's like, you want a green screen?
I got this awesome idea. I just
need a green screen. Weatherman, crack. Yeah.
I need a cold front. Cold front.
Cold front.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely am ripping off a little bit of what you did. Like, you're trying to make a Siege video, but we're not going to talk about that, I guess. So we'll just
whoa, spoilers.
But
I don't even know that channel exists yet. Cut that shit out.
Cut that shit out. Yeah, so I'm gonna try that. It'll be really interesting to dive into all those different things that I don't know how to do. Yeah, I'm super excited for that. What are we like? If you had to change one thing in our setup right now, what do you think you would be looking forward
like to, for the podcast, or just in
general? Basically anything that you think we are missing or that we need?
Well, there's a TV behind this camera here, and it's a whole media center. You guys would have seen in the other podcast episodes. And like over there, we got weights and stuff. It's a mix. And what I would want to change the setup is, for one, our own little room that's probably like half the size of this. I don't think we need this much space. And I don't know, just personalize a little bit. Get LED lights. Get paint some of the walls. I was thinking, instead of using a green screen, we just paint a wall green. and then
Oh
guess
my
what?
god.
You wouldn't have to worry about folds or anything. I don't like your attitude.
I don't have an attitude.
No, you clearly have an attitude.
What attitude?
I just saw the attitude.
I'm excited.
No,
What
that
are you
was
saying?
the attitude. That was an attitude. That wasn't
Listen.
excitement. That was
Okay,
an attitude.
to
I really
answer
just
your
don't like it.
question
Yeah?
that you asked me, I think the only thing we're really missing that I'm not even worried about, it's just like one thing that we could probably improve on is our lighting. You know
Or
what I
like
mean?
100%.
I
The lighting in
think
this is
that
fucking ass.
We're using like regular lamps and like this thing.
This thing.
So
Meh.
I think that's really.
I mean, it doesn't look
Oh.
terrible. Like it looks bad. I mean, I don't know. There's a few things I changed, but overall, I think this is pretty solid for like a starting setup.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like this is better than what most people like start out with in general.
Yeah.
Like we got pretty decent camera. Could be better, but that's just whatever. Got some pretty good PC setups. Got 2 dogs. I don't think a lot of people have 2 dogs. Yeah. So what about not as much setup, but just like what are some changes in your content that you want to make in the future that you can't exactly do now, or that you just have plans for in general?
Well, I think the beginning of this commentary video is going to be really significant because, I mean, you're aware I love movies.
Love movies.
I watch movies constantly.
Yeah.
Honestly, would talk more about them if I felt comfortable in that kind of dynamic. So I would love to maybe branch into some movie reviews or commentaries on a couple like shit movies, good movies, bad movies, why movies that I think are absolutely completely dog shit garbage are getting the reviews that they got.
Yeah.
For the future. Yeah, stuff like that I really would love to talk about. I just don't know how to do those types of videos.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know how to do it?
Like the commentary videos,
Yeah, like
what I'm gonna learn, what I'm learning coming
okay.
up. You know what I mean? With like transitions, the green screen stuff. I've already learned a lot about the green screen stuff, but there's so much that more you could do. I feel like with it that I'm excited to learn how to do that. And it's like I have a vision for what I'm doing right now with wearing a sweatshirt and stuff like that. And like, what if it turns out to be ugly? Then like I can work that out.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to just work on getting more diversity in like what I offer my people. And then obviously I would love to get more games, which I'm super excited about hearing about. Far Cry 6,
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, Cyberpunk. We've got
anything with Keanu Reeves.
That amazing that game just came out. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, The Last of Us 2. Heard great things about that game. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm not sure. I heard really good stuff.
Really good stuff. Like
super
what?
good stuff.
Like what'd you
it's
hear?
amazing.
Like, is that from
storylines?
Because I don't think I said that in my video. I think I.
Oh, I don't watch your videos.
You said that you said earlier that you love my video. You already saying.
Listen, okay, I get paid a certain amount of money.
You get paid
these things.
You get paid money. Why am I? I'm not getting paid money. Why are?
Yeah, because you don't have to lie. Anyways,
who's paying?
So no, Last of Us 2 I will never play. I can't. It's ruined.
The
only reason I would play it is if it came with like the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Then maybe because they did release The Last of Us like as the bundle with the PlayStation 4. They had a Last of Us 2 bundle. So that would probably be it, but I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get the PlayStation 5 right now.
I'm going to. I need to play Spider-Man Miles Morales. That shit looks
bonkers.
bonkers.
Oh yes.
And it might come with a remastered version of Spider. I mean, because the West Coast get excited and stop that shit. But it's gonna come with a remastered Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man PS4 import. So that's cool. I'm definitely gonna play that. Love that game. Sunk like at least like 1,000 hours into that shit. And it's only one story. It doesn't change at all.
I can't say anything. I don't even know how many
you
hours
should play
I have.
It's so good. You should play Spider-Man. I've told you something.
Yeah, you told me that, but like after seeing countless hours of what you do, I'm just like I'm honestly excited to play Miles Morales. I'll play that game.
Yeah, you should.
That was the most passive aggressive thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Dude. So I see that you you're working on a pink and blue theme on this channel that I saw.
For my main channel, I'm working on a pink and blue theme, and for another channel that's in the works, it's gonna be green and like another color. I haven't figured it. Probably yellow, like light yellow and a dark green. Probably. I just like that color scheme. I don't know.
Yeah. Little Celtics, little Boston
little
Celtics.
Bit of Boston Celtics in that action. They were actually my favorite basketball team whenever I was really into basketball. So shout out to them.
Why?
KG, Kyrie Irving.
Oh.
And Kevin Garnett. I really like Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Like they usually had like
that was pre-Uncut Gems though.
Pre-Uncut,
obviously.
Yeah, which we don't talk about that.
Yeah. We'll talk about that hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully in the future.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that I like this whole commentary style.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's the real
fun.
thing. Is it's not like learning how to do the videos as much as it's like, will I enjoy that type of editing?
What's good
and
about
that type
commentary
of stuff?
videos is that like with gaming, like you have to provide a certain level of something every week, and but with commentary videos, for me, if you look up any commentary channel, they do it differently than someone else does it.
Yeah,
and not only that, they talk about like what they're passionate about, and like for me, I have like 6 ideas lined up for topics that I'm like super interested in talking about, and I'm like so excited to delve into them. Like this next one, I'm not gonna tell you what it's about because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. But it's about something that's literally been involved in my life since I was in like 4th grade.
Jesus.
And I've had a love-hate relationship with it.
Your virginity.
Is that too far?
I didn't get anything. Simba didn't laugh. Tony didn't laugh. I got nothing.
It was just funny.
Like my Instagram account, I got nothing.
You got nothing. Yeah. But no, and I'm super. What the fuck was that?
I'm super
excited.
That's our new thing.
Super. Yeah. I'm very excited for it. It's gonna be fun. I don't know. I have so much shit planned. It's awesome.
I know.
But yeah, so epic.
Yeah, I definitely agree that style leaves for a lot of different I feel avenues.
Like with beauty and fashion, of course, like that market of YouTube is very like, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it has to be in like a certain layout that people are interested in. With gaming, it's like people don't, you can't be too annoying in games. Some people want to see like no voiceover with the gameplay. Some people want a good personality behind it. But with commentary, it's like, dude, the fucking ballpark's yours. You own it. Like you can decide what's in and out of the ballpark, and that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that is pretty.
I believe, in my opinion, for myself, I'm a very creative person, and so
Yeah.
You shake your head, man. You shake your head?
Yeah, this way.
You should. Okay, nice.
Yeah,
I'm glad you agree with me. Anyway, but no, I feel like I'm a very creative person, and this allows me to have like in the Last of Us 2 video, which I'm going to mention like 8 times during this podcast, but I imported my own like artwork in there. There's some artwork that I did that's actually in there, and so cool shit. So it gives me an opportunity to do art. My channel banners, my art, my logos, my art, like all that shit is like mine, and it makes it way more personal. Yeah, I think that's kind of like what I'm a little bit afraid of with the whole commentary thing is like, I mean, you know how many times I've stopped you and was like, hey, come check out this transition or like this cut. And then I'll show you a clip where there was 2 minutes cut out of it, but you couldn't tell. Yeah. And so like, I get really excited about stuff like that, and I feel like it keeps me going. And so like, I'm worried that with the commentaries, I'll just get like bored of what I'm talking about or something. But I mean, I definitely got bored, but like with the green screen, you can add so many goofy ass effects in it. Yeah. And it just becomes interesting as time goes on. Yeah, I definitely want to take more time so that I can do what I'm doing with this current video on Siege and like let it sit and like really work the jokes out and stuff like that. Because I don't want to put something out there that I have an opinion on and then nobody ever see it, you know? I think that's a big thing too. So with your videos, has there ever been like a time where you've gotten like a piece of feedback? And it doesn't like, I'm not saying for me because I don't really give feedback other than it's good, just to make you feel happy. I've just ever been like a piece of feedback that you've gotten that you really took to heart and you implemented it into your videos like immediately, or? Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't really get feedback on my YouTube videos. I mean, the coolest thing I ever got was, hey man, I follow you on TikTok, like keep it up or something like that. Okay. And so it was like, oh, I'm getting something back from TikTok. So like I guess I implemented more TikToks after that happened because I saw the value in it.
even though it was one guy and I've posted so much, it's still worth it to me because
Yeah.
he not only enjoyed the content that he saw on TikTok that I've been giving him, but he came and he saw it and then he wanted it. I feel like it'd be different if somebody came from TikTok and was like, ugh,
Yeah.
this is not all what I was expecting. But I'm giving something that's consistent, easy to digest, and it's like true to my brand because he came, saw it, and followed.
That's
so
cool. Yeah.
I would say that, but I mean, in all honesty, I just get on TikTok, I just get shit talked, and then so I'm just kind of refining my other abilities, like with the video editing, and then diving into the green screen stuff, and then working on the commentary. And like the commentary is very audio heavy, so it'll give me some time to really learn that. And that's kind of what I spent all last night doing, is working on the audio. So I think that's kind of where I'm focusing a lot on the audio. And I got a new mic, and so we'll see how that sounds and stuff like that. Because if that sounds fine, I could just clip that to me and use that as my streaming or recording long videos type thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's made to not pick up those other sounds.
Yeah.
So I think
that's I might use that mic too for the commentary videos, because like I use my Blue Yeti for the commentary videos, and I held it in my hand because I literally couldn't have the mic closer to me.
Yeah.
And I needed it to be like right there. And it was just an issue because it's meant to be like a stationary mic. It's not really meant to be moved around or anything, because it doesn't know how like audio levels work. It does, of course. I'm acting like a mic has fucking a brain. But with this mic, the clip-on mic, I can have it on my person, and it won't be like, if it moves around, it won't sound like I'm murdering my mic with my breath. So
yeah. You asked me if I got any comments or anything that helped make me learn or to adjust the way I video edited. How about you? Have you gotten any feedback or anything that made you take a step back and look at your videos?
So there have been, so I've gotten a few things of feedback. A lot of it was positive. So I decided to try and get my channel a little bit more traction, because I really wanted this to be seen by a lot of people, because I was super proud of it. And so I posted it to Reddit.
Sorry.
One guy was not very kind. He just said he watched like a minute of the video and couldn't get past it. I'm like, okay, so what could I do within that minute that's better? And he's like, oh, just not the comedy thing. It's not your thing. I'm like, that you only got through a minute.
Yeah.
Like, how do you judge like the entirety of a video off of the first minute where I'm literally taping my fucking control stick to a chair? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But then another guy said, yeah, I have some issues, and he told me what he had issues with. But he's like, overall, I really like your spirit. I like what you're trying to do. And I think you could really improve, and I'd love to see you improve. And I was like, that's great, man. You should, like, he told me like very detailed things, like maybe get a different mic that's better for this, which influenced me to, you know, at least try and get a new mic. And he told me that some of the editing could be a little bit sharper, my image quality could be a little bit better. And I was like, dude, that's great. Like, he really provided for me. He's like, I loved some of the self-deprecative jokes in the video. Or, you know, and he like had some positives and some negatives, and I took that so much to heart. I'm literally going to implement it into this next video. And like, I have moments in the script where I like have like those, like, to make the video more interesting and to, you know, make the audio quality better. And so, yeah, that honestly excited me. And he said, and I told him like, hey, if you want, like, you could subscribe and see how the channel, try to get that sub. I mean, admittedly I was. You know, just try and see how the video, like see how my quality holds up over time. He's like, dude, I'd love to. Like, absolutely. I subscribed, which is like, you asked me what my name was, told him what my name was, bada bing, bada boom. I was good to go, and I got an extra subscriber. So that was really cool, and that was a great experience. And honestly, I went from I'm never posting on Reddit again to just because of that guy, I'm gonna post every video I make on Reddit. Have you checked back
since you talked to that guy, or since you've made changes?
What do you mean?
Like, Reddit isn't that it doesn't delete after 24 hours.
Well, no, I know,
like,
but like I get notifications if someone like
okay.
comments on it. I'm basically looking for comments and feedback. So
okay.
I didn't see how many times it got viewed. I don't know. It'll give me a notification if something happens, but otherwise, yeah.
Oh, so you haven't gotten anything?
I haven't gotten anything in like
okay.
ever since that interaction. I haven't gotten anything, but that's okay. I don't mind. I think in like a day or two I'll be able to post it to more subreddits, so I'll do that.
I
like
actually
small YouTube
totally forgot. But I put it on a Discord with like I put my video on a Discord with like 400 people. while I put it in the Discord and said, if you guys could please check out this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. That translated, I guess, to, hey guys, I need comments and critiques on my video. Please message me back, which I'm not mad about. But the guy responded with basically like, you asked for feedback on your video, you're going to be sorry. And I was like, but I didn't. That's fine.
Yeah.
But his concerns were that my crosshair placement and things like that, like if I was trying to be a professional Rainbow Six Siege player, would be an issue. But what I'm going for is the shock factor. So nobody wants to see me hold the same angle for 45 seconds. They want me to turn the corner and hit somebody in the head. Or a lot of the times I put my crosshair in the wrong spot knowingly because people want to see that movement, very quick snap to the person. So I do things like that because it's what people are searching and what they're watching. So that was a little bit like, okay, I appreciate it. It's not really necessary for me as a content creator to try to get the highest KD in the game. I just need clips. So there's that. While I do understand how to play Rainbow Six, and I know that if I'm with a team, I could play differently and do different things. That's not what I'm not trying to make a living off of tournaments. I'm trying to make a living off of content. So I'm chasing the content. And then another guy basically told me that he really loved the transitions in the gameplay, and that I had a segment in the very beginning of the game that seemed blurry to him. When I first watched it, I assumed it was just YouTube loading, but after rewatching it, it was in fact like a little blurry. I implemented a change in the way that I am reviewing the videos to make sure there's no blurry clips in it. So I would say that was really cool, and he was a super nice dude. So I guess I had a similar experience to you where you had somebody kind of being an asshole for no reason, and then the next guy like really trying to help you grow as a person. So
speaking of criticism, got a new segment on our
podcast
called
what is it called?
Critics Corner.
Okay, one more time.
Critics Corner.
Critics.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Corner critics.
It's
critics.
No, you said corner critic. It's critics corner.
It's critics corner.
Yeah, critics corner. Yeah. Which is where we look at it's very different. Where we look at bad movie reviews and just read them.
Yeah. So basically, what we want is to show that everyone gets critics.
Yeah, everyone gets criticism.
And they're all stupid.
Movies. Yeah.
Yay.
So the first movie we're going to be looking at for the first and only for this fucking segment. Is called, it's a movie you may or may not have heard of. I don't know. It's called Tommy Boy. I don't know. It's a really good movie, and it's got like a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's just hot dog ass to me. So we're going to look at some criticisms here and fucking roast their asses. Why don't you read one first? Get us kicked off here.
I'll start with Malcolm Johnson.
Started
with, mostly this is one long, loud, and stupid road picture on Tommy Boy.
And it's... I mean, it's dumb and loud, but that's like the point of the movie. It's almost like it's a comedy or something. I don't know. It's weird.
They give that 1 out of 4 stars.
Yeah. So, all right. Let me aim for. Let me aim for Peter Canavasi here. I don't know if I pronounced that name right. Farley and Spade have a definite chemistry, and they do their best to pick up the slack. Now, that sounds like a good rating, right? That sounds like, oh, hey, that's a good movie. Yeah, I guess we gave it like a 50%. And so it literally said, oh, yeah, they have really good chemistry, and they pick up the slack where it's needed. Oh, yeah, it's a bad movie.
I don't understand where they're picking up the slack.
I don't know. Because Rob Lowe was good. And, like, who else in the movie was like there?
Or are they talking about? I was thinking like
the
maybe
love interest?
The picture quality or like the shooting style was bad, but like
usually whenever they say pick up the slack, it's like in relation to other actors that are kind of slacking, but like everyone did really good.
Yeah,
I thought
you know,
the love
when the
interest
dad
was
died,
funny.
he wasn't believable at all.
It wasn't believable when he died off screen. Like, they really picked up the slack there. Shitty movie.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. The next one is from Brian Lowry, a top critic, by the way. He says, stupid is apparently in.
Yeah, just so you guys know, Tommy Boy was made in 1995, and when was this review posted?
He posted stupid is apparently in May 6th, 2008.
So literally 13 years later, he's like, apparently this is like the fad now to a movie that was made like 13 years ago.
Well, Brian, you couldn't be more right because you have a job.
Oh, dude, you got him, dude. You fucking killed him. Dude, high five. That's not high five.
That's tricky. Okay, you got.
All right.
Can we do one last one?
Let's do one last one. Let me see.
But I just need to say this out loud. If you're gonna put a bad review on a movie and you're a movie critic, a top movie critic for Rotten Tomatoes, you should not be allowed to put nothing.
That's I need to explain your reasoning.
Ridiculous. There's a lot of nothings.
All right.
Let's go to that.
For Karen James here. Fuck you, Karen. The most peculiar aspect of this movie is that some of it is played straight.
I love my movies crooked. I don't know about you.
Dude, I loved it when the movie was played gay. That criticism makes no sense. What does it mean by played straight? You want Dutch angles or some shit?
I don't know, man.
That really does.
She's got her protractor out there. She's measuring the ground as they walk.
Also, like, yeah, she's just fucking going up to the screen, watching it with her husband. She's like blocking the screen, trying to measure the angles.
When was that? 2003.
2003. That was my birth year. Fuck you.
And two bad things happened that year.
Yeah. All right.
You have got to stop.
What?
You're squeaking so bad.
Yeah. So do we want to move on to some questions over here, or we got talk a little bit longer?
We got some questions. Yeah.
Finish off the show with some questions.
Yeah. Well, this is our new exit strategy.
We're gonna
since we don't have enough content to fill a podcast, we will leave it up to you.
See, I got a lot of questions on mine. That's pretty cool.
Me too.
Really? You get how many? How many did you get?
A lot.
How many is a lot? Can you tell me the number?
A few.
You just tell me the number. I mean, you.
Yeah, no, I'm getting there.
Just show me what. Just show me.
No,
how many.
I'm getting there. Hold on.
Where are you?
Hold on. I'm just.
Yeah, okay. That's what. Yeah, you're supposed to. There's not a question on there. No one asked a question there.
Yeah. That was the wrong one.
Wrong one? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Okay.
Yeah.
There's only one there.
One
guy.
100. 1,000. Yeah.
One. There's one. Yeah, I can read right now. It's from one of your friends. Actually, it's from someone you know really well.
I think I'm on the wrong profile.
Okay. Yeah. You posted on two profiles.
Yeah. I put it on my gaming one and.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your gaming one. I mean, you got a lot of views on TikTok. You probably.
Okay. Abort.
So over the over 2 pages of Instagram, you got three story posts in whole. You got one question.
Who's whole?
Not yours. All right. I on the other hand got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions.
Yeah, but how many can we actually ask?
Not a lot. All right, so let's see here. Drew.wit76 asks, would you ever do guests, and if not, why? Fuck yeah, we do guests.
Yeah, I would love to do guests like T-Pain. I heard he's really big into
podcasts and shit. Yeah, dude, we can get him on. That'd be awesome.
With 2 people. I've heard he does 2 people podcasts.
One person blonde, the other person
brown,
dark hair.
I pulled the gray hair out the other day.
That's awesome. I'm very proud of you. Sure wasn't just Simba's hair or Tony's hair?
It probably was.
It probably was. So yeah, absolutely, we'd love to have guests. We've had a lot of people offer to be guests, but either COVID or we hate them. So yeah, it's no big deal. Mostly we hate them. We hate everyone.
Actually, the only person that asked, we actually hate them.
Yeah, we actually hate them. Yeah. Anyway, next question. It was Zach. Exactly.
But yeah, I think that it would be good to have somebody who's also doing kind of what we're doing.
Yeah, doing content. That would be nice.
Or attempting to, or like, a video editor or something like that.
Someone that's in our field would be cool.
Yeah.
If you're just some Joe Schmo, we're probably not gonna have you on the show. If you know what I'm saying. Sorry, I was in a tunnel
like
there
Gus
for a second.
Johnson.
Gus Johnson, if you want to be on the podcast, Eddie Burback, Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez, Nikki Jakey, Cody Coe, Noel Miller, my whole subscription list. If you want to be on, if you want to be on the podcast, by all means, let me know.
Yep.
My DMs are open. All right. This next question comes from Kevin_H__12 asks, "What do y'all have planned for the future?"
Plan for the future. So I think that we're just working on the growth right now. I don't know about you. I definitely am open to the idea of merch.
I thought you were saying murder. I don't know why, but I was like,
always wanted to murder.
I've always wanted to kill someone. Yeah, I've been working on. I'm
I've got murder on my mind.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Merch sounds good. I definitely plan on like expanding some channels a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not even that I want more monetary gain from the channels because I don't get any now. There's no point in doing it. But I just like keeping stuff organized. So
Simba, Tony, go lay down. It's actually Tony doing it.
I just like my content to be organized. So like I want gaming on one, and oh fuck, I'm gonna have a gaming channel at some point. I don't know. I really want to. I want to copy him. So get payback for copying me. It's no big deal.
You copied me first.
Okay, dude. That's
just took you too long to edit the video. Go lay down.
Okay, that's. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna refresh to see if anyone else has. Nope, no one else has any more questions. All right, so I'm not gonna say their name because they don't deserve it. How big is your peen? If for my English speaking viewers, that's penis.
I'm not answering.
All right, next question. Okay, strawberry or chocolate? Sad former fat kid asks. Strawberry or chocolate milk?
I'm personally a strawberry person.
You want to hear a story?
No.
So for like 3 years, like as a wee little bitch, I mixed strawberry syrup and chocolate syrup. Now, why are you looking? Okay, think about it though. I don't drink it now. It's gross.
First off, I tried it back then and it was disgusting.
Okay, was it really that bad? I mean, I drink it every day.
It was.
But like, you think about chocolate covered strawberries are delicious.
Yeah. But
so why is that
strawberry milk
bad? Like, I'm more curious as why it's bad because I think it's bad. I don't know.
Now. It's just it's so sugar.
There's so much sugar.
It's so sugar.
I want to try it again just for shits and gigs. Just for shits and gigs.
Yeah.
I want to see.
We do like that in Ultimate Beer Pong one, and it's like.
Just all strawberry chocolate milk. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so damn, this is a hard hitter. What is something you did that you regret? Abby._bro. Oh, I gotta see the whole name. Why is it not showing me the whole name? Hold on, I gotta see it. Oh yeah, okay. Abby with 2 Y's _ Brooks with 2 S's asks, "What is something you did that you regret?"
Something that.
That's a very deep question. Holy shit. Guys are asking the hard hitters out here. How big is my penis? Jesus.
Something that I've done that I regret.
Thinking of this podcast.
This podcast is up there.
Yeah, this podcast is definitely up there.
No, I would say
I try to live with no regrets, but
I've had little things. I wouldn't say anything that's like monumental
that I'd go back in time to change,
but like with my computer stuff, like I wish I would have just saved up instead of building like these little ones and then upgrading, because like if you just save up, then you could just get the right one, and you save a lot more money by buying everything at once instead of upgrading each piece as you go. It's kind of dumb to do it that way, but at the same time, like I learned a lot doing it.
Yeah, for me, I guess I'd say that I regret not taking YouTube as seriously, because like when I was a kid I was like, oh, editing looks so hard, and now that I'm doing it now, I haven't, like, it was in 5th grade, and I understand I'm definitely way smarter than I was in 5th grade, but at the same time it's not that much of a difference to me anyway. So I feel like I could have gotten it if I really wanted to. I just wanted to do it because I saw PewDiePie do it and I thought it'd be fun. But I feel like I could have really, like, if I just did it and really tried to, like, I think I could have done something with it. I could have grown with my content. It would have been interesting to see.
That's fair, because like if like, let's say that if I would have started when I was in high school in 2008, like that's a long time of growth. You know what I mean? That I could have got in when the market was still low. And so stuff like that, I feel like those are like regrets that you would never even have thought about. It wasn't that you started some, or like it's like you didn't even start. For me, I didn't even start at all. So like just like one day find a camera somewhere, because like smartphones weren't around back then. Really, not as heavily as they are now. Yeah,
I understand that.
I think the first iPhone launched in 2006. So
honestly, another one of my big regrets, and this is gonna peeve some people, and I'm sorry it's controversial, but I kind of regret vlogging. The two first vlogs were really good. I think they were good videos, but personally, vlogging to me, it's just, you shouldn't do it unless you have a super interesting life or you're really rich, which basically intertwine. You shouldn't vlog. You don't have a personal life. I'm not saying I got big enough to where I didn't have a personal life, but I got to the point where I was thinking about recording things in my personal life, and it shifted from, oh, what can I do to genuinely enjoy someone's company versus what content can I get from this? And that's just, it's shitty. I wouldn't do it. So if you want to start out YouTube, do something that's creatively interesting to you. Don't do vlogging.
Or if that's what you're into.
I mean, if that's what you're creatively into, then do it.
I think that like people like, you know, David Dobrik, he was living in a house full of his friends, and like that's fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
And like when, like for instance, my friends, when I was in like first starting out in college and stuff, my friends and I were so stupid. It was just we were doing the dumbest, funnest stuff, and like I was pretty much the sober guy anyways. Like, what if I would have just recorded it? I feel like it would have. I could have been up there too, because like we just did the dumbest stuff all the time. So, I mean, it's for the vlogging genre is for certain people, but if you think that's the first step, I would definitely suggest trying everything. Like what we're doing, we're basically, you know, I got into gaming. I'm gonna try the commentary. I wouldn't mind doing a couple of vlogs here and there to see, you know, if we do something fun. I'm not just gonna. I mean,
there's definitely experiences that you can vlog.
Yeah.
Like, it's like if you go to Disneyland, by all means do it. Like, but at the same time, like doing daily vlogs, I've seen people who do them and they just go so far downhill. It's nutty. It's not good. I think it's just bad for your mental health. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
Yeah. So right, you want to ask your question?
Yeah, my question is from Jacob Malamam.
Bless you.
Mailman. Jacob Mailman.
Jacob the Mailman.
He said, "How do you feel about the Black Lives Matter protests in Raleigh, North Carolina?"
I mean, I believe wholeheartedly that we have the correct opinion in the situation, and that's good.
Yeah,
that's great. I'm glad we're doing something about it. My only concern is that, do I think people should be gathering during a pandemic like that? Yeah. I don't know, but something needs to be done. So if that's the most effective thing, then I guess go for it. Just be safe and stay 6 feet apart. I don't know.
Yeah.
But however, I do see people kind of grouped up, and I mean, that's great that you're doing it, but like, don't spread illness. That's bad.
Yeah.
But also, so is racism. So it's very hard to decipher. But I think that it's great, and I think that the way that some of these protests have been handled by the authorities, which we are protesting, which is kind of funny, is it's ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't, like, I saw a clip of a guy, like an old man who was literally just simply walking, and he happened to be in the police's way, and they were like marching and
it's
shit.
not even like he could run.
It's not even like he could run. He was literally
shuffling.
He was shuffling. He was like fucking he was a geriatric. I don't know what you want from me. And then they literally came up and just fucking shoved him, and you saw blood coming out of his ears. And I'm like, he could have died. You're fucking, and they're like, get an EMT over here now. And literally as the camera pans around, there's another cop beating the shit out of someone with a baton, and it's like, you're fucking done. Like, you guys are done. Like, I'm sorry, there's no like saving you guys from this point.
Yeah, I mean, I've had discussions with people about this, and like the only question I had was like, okay, what would happen if the police department got defunded? And it's like, you know, a very valid point is like, well, firefighters aren't on patrol, and it's like, yeah, that's very true. And so like I could see the valid point in that. I I very strongly disagree with the fact that I strongly disagree with the fact that we put the police, the very people that are being protested against, out to manage the people that are protesting them. That seemed like fighting fire with fire, and that's stupid. Yeah. I'll make the analogy, like if there was a group of people outside and they were like, we hate Tate, we hate Tate, we hate Tate.
They probably do.
Which they're valid.
Very valid. 100%.
But I wouldn't look out there and be like, oh my God, they're going to mess up our hedges or mess up the cars. Why don't we send Tate out there to make sure they don't mess with anything? No, I'm going to send somebody else out because that's just like a very toxic environment for all the people. Like, they're literally chanting how they hate people, whether it's completely valid or not, which it is valid. In their eyes, they feel like they're being hated against. And so you're fighting hate with hate, and then tempers are soaring. It's like, we could have gathered the National Guard. We have Army Reserves in the United States. Like, we have other options. I don't think that sending the police there to do that was the smartest thing. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I can't for the life of me understand that. And then, like, just think about that. Like, oh, they hate these people, let's send those people. Yeah, it's either one party's gonna overreact because one party's gonna get mad that they're hated, and the other one's gonna get mad because they hate them. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not gonna work. And so that's the main thing I had issues with, is like this constant thing. From what I understand, everybody that specifically, since you targeted the Raleigh one, the Raleigh protests were not as bad as some places, but I mean, it wasn't by all means peaceful at all. But from what I read, all the officers that were pepper spraying people and stuff like that have been apprehended and charged. So I mean, that's where they're not turning a blind eye, and I've seen a lot of like posters and graffiti and stuff like that supporting Black Lives Matters around here.
Honestly, if you're an artist and you're into this shit, like, I mean, I'm into it, but I can't graffiti. I don't know. So I don't know how to spray paint graffiti. Yeah. But if you can do that, like, the art that I've seen come from like these events, while it's a terrible event, the art's beautiful and it spreads the message better. Like, pictures speak 1,000 words, and these are pictures formed by someone. Yeah, and exactly. I think that it's so good. I'm glad they have an outlet to really express what they're feeling through these terrible times.
Absolutely agree. Yeah. So thank you for that question, Jacob Mailman. I hope your daughter had a wonderful birthday this last week. So I think that's pretty much all we have.
I think that's pretty much all we have to say. Sorry to end the note on what we literally talked about all last podcast.
Yeah, I think it's important not to shy away from it, though. And I think it's pretty simple to say that our nation has handled pretty much everything in the past year. This past year, very terribly. So awfully bad. And I think that if we can offer solutions that we find are better, maybe the future can learn from it. Yeah, so
absolutely.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for checking in on us.
Thanks for tuning in, pals and gals.
Pals and gals.
I never thought. I was on the spot. That was good. I didn't even get there right.
Okay.
Bye. When I
this is final test. If it doesn't, whatever happens next, we're gonna roll with it.
We're gonna roll with it.
We're rolling with it.
To be honest, I hope I'm louder than him because he doesn't deserve. You don't even close. You don't even deserve.
You know what? I'll just get up in this knee.
You don't even deserve speaking rights. Tony,
fix my twat real quick.
Yeah, there's no fixing that. No, there's no fix. No, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be louder. This is not your channel. This is our channel. I created the email for it and the password.
Yeah. So that I created the what?
What did you create?
What did I create?
What did you create? The logo? I could have done that.
I created the intro and outro.
Yeah, okay.
Also,
all right.
Pretty damn good.
Is it though? What's the intro again? Isn't it my voice counting down? Isn't it
5, 4?
Yeah, that's me.
I could definitely.
No, I don't think you could.
I can count. I've proven that.
No, you can't. Count to 5 right now.
1,
Okay, good start. Next week. Okay.
2. I found 2.
dude. Okay. Did you just listen to my?
No.
Pretty sure you just like listened to my thing and you trying to look at my phone.
No. I thought Tony was gonna tell me the next one.
He's a dog. Are you taking advice from the dog?
No.
Why are you like? You literally just said
3.
I thought.
And then 11 is easy. The next one for sure.